We say prescribed by controlling authority to mean the controlling authority declares with authority that somebody should be done, something should be done or should not be done. That's the rule. And when we say having a binding force, it means that the one or something must be followed by citizens, and when people do not abide by it or do not follow it, there are sanctions attached. And when we say sanctions, that means penalties, punishments for someone who did wrong or did not respect the law. So, there are different types of laws. There is what we call heterogeneous laws. Heterogeneous means that the law is composed of different kinds. Furthermore, in another prescribed law is considered as an objective law or subjective law. An objective law is defined as a set of rules governing persons' conduct in society, which are enacted and sanctioned by the public authority, where a subjective law refers to a prerogative rights bestowed to a person by objective law. Take an example. If an objective law says that a person has a right to own land, subjective law is the right a person has to own the land. That is the difference between objective and subjective. So, normally, a law is referred to as a legal rule. A law is referred to as a legal rule, and a legal rule is defined as a legislator's act aimed at governing a social conduct endowed with a certain generality, meaning that it applies to all citizens. We say a legislator's act because a legislator is a person who drafts laws, a person who enacts laws. We have legislature, we have the judiciary, and we have executive. Those are three branches of the government. So a legal rule has specific characteristics that makes it a law. One, it is binding to those who are subject to it. It means if it is a law in Rwanda, it's all people living in Rwanda, and it's binding in time and space. When we say it's binding in space, it means it's only applied in that country. For example, if it's a land law, it's only applied in Rwanda, not USA, not Britain, not Burundi, not Uganda, not anywhere else. It's a binding in time, because take an example, if the law is put in place today, it will not go back to solve problems that were there before it came into force. So a legal rule is always a general, and it means that it applies to all persons in general and not a particular. A legal rule cannot regulate one person. A law which regulates one person is not a legal rule. That cannot and exist and does not exist. A legal rule is permanent. A legal rule can be private or public. A legal rule generally regulates human conduct. And a legal rule normally means a general and abstract. We say that a legal rule is permanent because when the law is there, it will be there until it will be changed by another law. A legal rule saying that it is private or public, it means we have private law and public law. We have private law, those are board of rules that regulates private individuals, while public law is that board of rules which regulate the relationship between private persons and public authority. So, when you don't, what we say sanctions of a legal rule, these are sanctions or punishment given to somebody who did not observe or respect a legal rule. So, we normally have three types of sanctions: criminal sanctions, civil sanctions, and disciplinary sanctions. Criminal sanctions are applied when the legal rule that was violated is concerned with the public interest. In such a situation, violation is held as an offense or infraction, Sanctions or punishment in case of criminal conduct to range from some francs of the fine to temporary and life imprisonment or death penalty for some countries which have yet to abolish the death penalty. Take an example, if you kill a person, that is a criminal sanctions. The sanction will be to put you in prison. It is different from a civil sanction. Civil sanction concerned with the violation of legal rule protecting private interests. Take an example, you are raising animals and one of your animals go and destroy somebody's banana plantation or somebody's garden or crops. You will not be put into prison, but you are required to pay fine so that you can compensate and you pay remedies to compensate that person who had a garden and the crops have been destroyed. And then we have what we call disciplinary sanction. Those are concerned the employees of the civil service, judges and other magistrates such as soldiers who do not conform to the duties. Take an example, students who do not come to school, who do not attend classes. We are not going to take it to prison, we are not going to take it to court, but at the end of the semester, you are going to get a 0. That is what we call disciplinary sanctions.